Welcome to Slaying the Culinary Dragon. My name is Ian. We're here in this smallest cabin in Big Bear Lake with this kitchen. This is what we're going to work in. And I have a sous chef with me, and Elliot, sous chef. Come in, Elliot. There we go. So we have to make sure that we're looking at the camera at all times. And then I've already turned the oven on. And so last...
what is the oven? What's the temperature of the oven?
It's about 400.
Okay.
It's about 400. And you okay? Just
Yeah, okay.
you're fine.
Okay.
Small quarters, you know what
Yes, got it.
I mean? And then if you're nervous, do like I do, just a little bit, just for the. And I'll put it up here because that's a good glass. Okay, first thing we're going to do. What did we say last night when we rehearsed this? What are you going to cook first?
The potatoes.
The potatoes, the
Take
spuds.
the longest.
The spuds, well done. Okay, so we're going to get that rag. You hang on to that rag at all times, right? Wipe that out for me. Okay. So I'm using some red potatoes. They're not the babies, but these are the red potatoes. They don't have to be peeled, guys. They don't have to be peeled. Okay. Slice these about, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in that pan. Turn this on. As I said, this is a small kitchen. And olive oil. Put a little bit of olive oil in there, please. Bit more, bit more, bit more. There we go. Right. So Slaying the Culinary Dragon actually is, I thought of this because there's people out there that haven't been allowed in the kitchen with their parents and uncles and aunts and grandmas, and they was never taught. So here we are, we're just going to do a basic meal. And what we're going to do, the potatoes have to be put in the oven first because they're going to take the longest to cook, and then we'll go from there. So when that's hot, let me know. I'm going to slice some okay, why don't you bring the pan here and hold it for me? Okay. Okay, show it on there. You were skiing today, right? Was it?
I did snowboarded, yeah.
Snowboard, was it good?
It was very nice.
Yeah. And the slope was salt. Some pepper. Excuse the expensive crystal salt and peppers. Okay. And I'm going to work from here. I'm sorry, it's a little bit up. Can go on a little bit more, I think. This is on high. Okay, we'll leave that there.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do some Brussels sprouts. Now why don't you take this and put some water in here, please.
How much?
About halfway for this. Now Brussels sprouts, not many people like Brussels sprouts, but what they do now is roast them, which is good if they're fresh sprouts. Put that on the bite. I'm going to roast them, but I'm not going to blanch them first because, watch me cut my fingers. And then I'm going to put them in a pan and I'm going to cook them. You know, when I grew up, my mother gave me these and it was cute. Terrible. But as you get older, okay, when that water boils, we're going to put these in.
Okay.
All right, you got it?
Got it.
All right. Okay, some broccoli. Cut it a little bit like that. Very, very simple. I've done a little bit of prep already. Now it's only you and I eating, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, reach over and wash these mushrooms for me, please. Don't try this at home, people. Have it all over the bloody floor. Now, in this very small refrigerator, very small, we got some salmon. This is Atlantic farm salmon. The best ones to get is the wild salmon. But for this demonstration, I thought it'd be fine to be cheap. I'm going to cut the salmon, and I'm going to cut all of it. The skin is still on, but I'll explain that, why I want it on later. We got 4 pieces instead of, in case anyone needs some. Can we turn that? Okay, salt and pepper. This is fillet, a fillet of salmon, and you have to be careful when you buy it. There's a pin bone goes right down the middle. When you buy it now, it's usually they take it out, but you have to be careful. You have to run your finger, because if that gets in your grandma's throat, you're in deep, you know what. Okay, so okay, I'm going to put a little butter in there too. I've got a cup of wine, quite normal. And here we've got the potatoes and onions in here. And I cut the salmon, and I put the salmon in, what did I put the salmon in?
Square one.
In the square, well, I'll put it this one now. Change my mind. Okay, salmon goes in here. Alright, now once again, there was fish on here, I ain't gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna do this now. We turn this back on again. Okay. Okay, so potatoes, sliced potatoes, red potatoes, onions, and I'm gonna do a garlic.
And the water's boiling for the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, put those in. Did we put salt in there?
We did not.
Okay, let's put some salt in. Okay. Then I'm going to put in the potatoes, like that. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to put that all in here, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it. As I said, we're short of space. I don't know, put the spuds in here. Will you put those in the oven for me, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, they're on. We'll leave the Brussels sprouts a little longer. And then this is what I'm going to do now as well. These have been washed. I'm going to put these beans in with the Brussels sprouts. That'll save time. Jeez, that's bloody hot. Okay, very good. Okay, we've got the potatoes cooking, the vegetables are cooking, the mushrooms. There. I'm going to put the broccoli in with with everything here. We're back. That was end of part 1. And we sliced some mushrooms. We got those potatoes, by the way, are called Lyonnaise potatoes in the profession. We've got the broccoli, the beans, and the sprouts in there. I've got the salmon is cooked here, or is cut there. I'm going to do some more garlic in a moment. And then in a few moments, what I'll do is we'll put those in the sieve, and I want them to cool down in cold water. That stops it from cooking again. So really, 2 hours before the whole function, you can cook your vegetables, but you have to put it in cold water and cool it down quickly. Or another good way of doing it is put ice on it. get rid of the water, and then just put lots of ice, and that'll cool it down. That's the way of stopping it from cooking more, and it keeps the color. So that's what we're going to do now. I think that's about right. Blanched. Okay. Now put cold water on there. This one. Okay. Isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, it is. This kitchen is interesting. As they say. Interesting. A little bit of butter. Butter. What's Spanish for
butter?
It's Manta.
I don't know. It starts with an M. M-A. I'll think of it.
Bit of butter. Sell the bloody thing on here.
You always put the butter and the olive oil.
Yeah.
In
butter. If you put just butter, it's going to turn to nut brown. In France, it's called beurre noisette. We don't want to do that. So add olive oil to it, and it won't turn brown on you. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, "Why are you using butter?" I think butter's good for you. I'm not a doctor, but I think butter's good for you. It's much better than grease or anything like that. Margarine is terrible for you. I'm not a doctor, so don't take my word for it. But I believe, and I'm a believer. Okay, right, guys.
And those are all the vegetables?
Those are all the vegetables that are cooked. There's the sprouts, broccoli, and we're going to saute those off. We're going to put them in the oven. A little pepper out of our crystal pepper things. Okay.
You have another?
Oh. Don't pick that up while we're on camera. Okay. Now put that in the oven too. Okay, is the oven hot?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Pull the potatoes out, see what they look like, please. You burn yourself, I'm not going to hire you again. Okay, yeah. Put them back in the oven. Pomme de terre in oven. Let's have it up there to about 500, 450. Good, now we'll get stuff moving. So we've got the veggies in, the potatoes are in. The salmon I'll put in a minute. I've got these to saute off. Olive oil and butter, please. There you go, friends, yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
All right, just check. Sooner or later, they're going to get you. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so we're going to saute that off in a minute. We're going to let that melt. This is the Brussels sprouts. They're getting there. This is the green onions. Okay, good. There you go. Back in the oven. In a minute I'm going to saute the mushrooms off, then I'm going to put the salmon on. I'll display it on the plate and have another glass of wine. And don't do this if you're underage. Please don't do this. This is something that chefs do, not all of them. And we'll go from there. So the potatoes I took out, and they look pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to put on a little longer to get them browner, but they're getting there. But the onions are caramelizing, and that's what I'm looking for. Now, this is the veggies. See the color? They're nice in color. They're cooked, ready to go. I'm going to saute the mushrooms off. Okay, we've got the, how big is this kitchen?
7 by 5
7 by 5
feet.
2 black inches. Okay, these were locally grown.
In the butter and olive oil. Okay.
Butter and olive oil, remember we did that? So every dish, every little thing, using my crystal again. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cook those through. That's still on. Okay, right, I'm going to do the salmon now. Guarantee you, your cholesterol will go up, but it'll taste fabulous. No, it won't. Because this guy's been skiing all bloody day. Snowboard. Oh, whatever. See, now I got room, because I've taken the vegetables out, I got room in the oven. That's the other thing. This oven is so small, I can cook a bagel in it. All right. I put salt and pepper on this. I'm going to put it down.
Scaled down.
Scaled down with the skin off. All right, what's happening now? How's school?
Good.
Yeah?
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I don't like it so much better.
Yeah? No girlfriend?
No girlfriend still.
You sure?
Still. Not since the last time you asked.
Good. Good. These potatoes are cooked. These caramelized onions are really, really good. Salmon now, you go to different restaurants and it's a little not ready but pinkish inside. So it'll get tough pretty quickly. So we don't want that with this. So I'm going to cook it. These are green beans, not green onions. Mistake I made. And okay, the 2 plates are there. I think we're about to get ready. Why don't you cut this lemon up like we did last night?
Cut
into wedges. This is unorthodox. God, these onions are good, nice and black. I'm going to put this in with there like that. Okay, those flavors get together. Then I'm going to put these mushrooms here. So they're all cooked and they're warm. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the salmon in a moment on top of this. And I'm going to put it in the oven. The juices from the salmon and everything goes together and it makes it taste absolutely fabulous. Hey guys, that's really, really good.
It's good to me.
It's good for you. Mind you, in the time of you're in the time of your life where you can eat anything, anytime, anywhere. Okay, a little bit of butter on there. Okay.
On the salmon?
On the salmon, I'll let it go down. As I said, I'm not an expert, but butter's good for you. Okay, so let's put that in there for a minute. And then we'll get the plates out in a moment and we'll start serving. I'm going to take the salmon out with the vegetables. I'm going to put a little bit of garnish to it, a little bit of lemon. I'll show you. Over here, we got a heater. It's warming the plates. We have to warm the plates. Usually we can put it in the oven. I ain't got any room in the oven. Why? Because it's a small kitchen. So let's take it out now. Then I'm going to put this on the table and then, bloody hell, where is it? It's lost it. Oh, there it is. That's what's ready. That's the final thing. We'll put, lemon on there, like that. Like that. Good job on the lemon. And there like that. And then I got some Italian parsley here.
And that's not part of the dish, it's just to look nice?
Yeah, I mean, this is not a classical dish. All we're doing is this is a teaching. It's a teaching for me, and it's a teaching for people out there that just want to know. And that's what this is all about. So, we prepared the dish. That's how it looks. Looks pretty good. We've had a few mishaps in the kitchen. you've got to make sure you have a larger kitchen. It really, really helps. But we managed it. We did it. So, Elliot, my
Yes.
friend. Oh my God. Bon appetit, as they say, right? Bon appetit.